Hey, so let me guess, you want to know what life's like living in Vancouver, BC? Well, I got you covered. In this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly what it's like living in this beautiful city, and I'm also going to be showing you kind of the pros and cons that come with living in this amazing city, guys. So one thing you got to make sure, stay till the end of the video, because at the end, I'm going to be showing you the most important thing you need to know about living here. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. Other than that, stay tuned for the rest of the video, guys. Hey guys, it's Aaron Sangera here with Prestige Property Group, and me and my team are actually a team of local realtors out here in Vancouver, British Columbia, and we absolutely love helping people that are looking to learn a little bit more about eating, sleeping, and playing in this amazing city, guys. So first things first, make sure you guys do this is hit that subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell too, so that this way every week when we're putting out new videos, you guys are the first people to see them. And then secondly, hit that like button down below too, so this way you guys like this video too, and continues to remind you guys when new videos are coming out. All right, so let's get on to it. So what's like living out here in Vancouver, British Columbia? Well, I got you covered, guys. All right, first things first is what you guys need to get used to is the traffic and kind of just the congestion in the city. So the one thing about the city life here is there is a lot of congestion with living in Vancouver, the downtown core, the surrounding suburbs, right? By surrounding suburbs, I mean strictly in Metro Vancouver and kind of the more outer suburbs of Vancouver, so like South Vancouver, North Vancouver, West Vancouver, etc. So one thing you'll notice is there is quite a bit of congestion here. So right now in the neighborhood that I'm in is I'm actually really close to Playland, and so out here near Playland, what you'll kind of notice is there's a lot more like residential houses out here. So it's more of like a residential neighborhood with just detached single-family homes, duplexes, etc. And so what you'll kind of notice about this area is, although it normally is a little bit louder, it is a little bit quiet today, even though it is the weekend. But usually what you do tend to see here is it's a lot more people and stuff walking around, but it's not as congested as it is when you're kind of going around the downtown core, because in the downtown core, you're going to tend to see a lot more people, right? As opposed to here, it's a lot more like residential area. But the one thing you will notice about Vancouver in general is there's tons of like townhouses, condominiums. So if you're looking to move to the downtown core, you're going to see a lot more condominiums and townhouses, as opposed to when you're looking to live in kind of like the surrounding suburbs, so like North Vancouver, South Vancouver, etc. What you're going to tend to see is a lot more like residential houses and a lot more of that suburb life, where you'll see like a few townhouses and stuff here, but mostly like detached homes, duplexes, as opposed to when you're living in downtown Vancouver and the surrounding areas over there, it's a lot more condominiums, because of, it just makes more sense with all the amenities being located close by. What they essentially have is on a lot of the commercial properties there, and the businesses on top of the businesses is like the condos and stuff like that are built over top of them. So what you'll have is essentially you just kind of have to walk downstairs, exit the front of your condominium, and you're immediately, all the amenities are at your front doorstep. So that's kind of like one of the good things about Vancouver. And then on top of that, it's kind of just all the things to do here. So like there's Playland, you can kind of go boating, you can go there's a sea to sky gondola in Squamish, you could go river rafting, biking, hiking. So long story short, if you're a nature lover and someone that likes to do a lot of things outdoors, this is the city for you, right? There's a lot of hiking trails, biking trails, tons and tons of things to do essentially outdoors here. So what you'll kind of notice is people that are here are avid bike riders. They love to get outdoors, they love to do things like that, because of Vancouver as a whole is a nice area where it does tend to rain here a lot. So the thing is, even though it does rain here and it is kind of cold and cloudy most of the year, most people make up for that by kind of just getting outdoors and having fun with that. But if you're really not someone that's kind of that outdoorsy type, there's also tons of other things to do here. Like there's always like little events and stuff like that. There's like musical theater plays and stuff that come to downtown, concerts. Obviously, due to COVID and stuff right now, concerts and stuff have kind of slowed down, but you do tend to see that a lot too. So essentially what you'll notice is, whatever you're looking for in Vancouver, this place has it. On top of that, another one of the positives about living here is the fact that Skytrain here gets you absolutely everywhere throughout the city. So one of the things you'll kind of notice is the Skytrain here takes you around. The Skytrain from kind of where I'm at is actually about like 15 minutes from here, but Skytrain will take you throughout Vancouver and all the suburbs. So the Skytrain takes you towards Coquitlam, Surrey, which is another suburb located outside of Vancouver. It'll take you to the downtown core. It'll take you essentially throughout most of Vancouver, minus like West Vancouver and North Vancouver. I'll actually just drop kind of a line of the Skytrain lines below, or in the video, so that this way you guys can kind of see where it does kind of lead you to, right? It takes you around literally the whole city. So that's like one of the really good things about Vancouver is you don't need to have a car here. If you live in the downtown core, a lot of condominiums actually down there don't even have parking spaces because a lot of people just choose not to have vehicles because of with amenities and everything being located close by. They don't really see a point in having a car. So that is kind of like one of the things you notice about living out here is most people don't really need to have a vehicle, but obviously like the area we're kind of in now near Playland, since Skytrain is a little bit farther, it is close by, but since there is a lot more residential housing here and amenities and stuff aren't located like literally at your front doorsteps, you will need a vehicle, but you know, it still works for you to walk around and bike around too. So that's another positive. And then on top of that, another thing you should know about what life's like in Vancouver is things here are really expensive, guys. So the average cost of a house is going to run you about $1.3 million. Condo is going to run you about $550 to about $700K. So yeah, and that's more or less the price in downtown Vancouver and surrounding areas. But if you're moving towards like South Vancouver and stuff, they'll be a little bit cheaper. But for the most part, for getting a nice condo, that's kind of how much you're going to be paying. And then on top of that, some of the other things that you'll kind of enjoy about the city is, you know, like I said, there's tons of things to do. It's an outdoor lover's dream kind of living out here. And then on top of that, the fact that you don't have to have your own vehicle and stuff, it's also another kind of pro that people love about living here. But one of the main cons about living here is the fact of, like I was telling you, it is really, really expensive living here. So because of that, what you do tend to see is there is quite a few homeless people that you do see here, actually a lot. So just based off the fact that prices here are a little bit expensive, there is kind of a homeless epidemic here. It honestly depends where you're kind of living and located, but for the most part, they're mostly closer to like the Vancouver east side. So East Vancouver is kind of known for having a lot of homeless people, especially East Vancouver. East Hastings is actually known as one of the most dangerous streets in all of North America. So that's solely just because of the fact of when you go on the street, there's a lot of like drug addicts, prostitution, homeless people, and like petty crimes and stuff like that. So that is another pro about living here. All right, so now moving on kind of from the homeless epidemic is behind me, there's tons of parks here. That's kind of one of the main pros with living here is the fact that there are a lot of parks and local amenities and stuff like that located close by, and a lot of like rec centers and stuff like that out here in Vancouver as well. So like it's like what I've kind of showed you guys based off of this video is there are a lot of things to do in this amazing city, right? You name it, the city kind of has it. So that's kind of like one of the good things you'll notice about living here. So what's life like really? Long story short about living here in Vancouver, it's a beautiful city to live. There's a reason why tons of people like to move out here. So if you guys do have any questions, again, always feel free to reach out, drop a comment down below. Let us know what some of your favorite areas are, some of your favorite things are about living out here in Vancouver, BC. And if you're looking to move out here and you haven't been here before, let us know what some of your favorite things are so far in the comment section down below of what you've heard about BC and what makes it so amazing. Also, hit that subscribe button down below and that notification bell so that this way, every week when new videos come out, you guys are the first people to see them. And also hit that like button down below too. If you like this video, guys, I'd really appreciate it. Then on top of that, every week I'm going to be putting out minimum one video a week, so stay tuned for that. And other than that, hopefully this video give you guys a really good idea of what's it like living out here in Vancouver, BC, and what makes it so special, right? There are tons of different people out here, tons of different demographics, all types of age groups, tons of great restaurants and eateries, and just essentially everything that you could think of, we have it here, right? Beautiful views, great people, nice community. So, you know, if you are thinking about moving out here, this is a great place to live, guys. So see you in my next video.